going to do a book talk on Ender's Game. Ender's Game is a science fiction novel written by Orson Scott Card. I don't know the publishing date, so I gotta get that. All right, now, Ender's Game is a story about an extremely intelligent boy. Ender's real name is Andrew Ender Wiggins. He also has a brother, Peter, who's very cruel to him, and he has a sister named Valentine, who is very sweet and very loving and very caring towards Ender. Now, all three children have been watched by what's known as the IF. It's like the planet's interstellar military. They know that these kids are geniuses, and they watch kids from all over the planet, and they choose children in hopes that these children will be the team or the squadron that can beat the Fornix. 100 years ago, and of course this takes place in futuristic Earth, Earth was invaded by an alien known as the Fornix. People on planet Earth call them buggers. There were 2 invasions. Earth was almost destroyed. So for the last 100 years, the IF has been searching for the right group of kids to hopefully lead them into battle and defeat the Fornix once and for all. Ender is picked over his brother and sister, and at the age of 6, he's sent off to battle school. You're in battle school for a number of years. The story progresses rather quickly through the years of him being in battle school. Now, what is battle school? Battle school consists of electronic simulation games of battles. And this includes playing them on computers and being in a very special spaceship where they have a zero gravity room and they practice their battles against other teams. So Ender, being extremely smart, works his way up through from being a beginner to a squadron leader. And then he is ultimately picked as the possible battle commander who would then become the general. So years go by, and about the age of 15, Ender is chosen as the battle commander, and the members of his squadron are also picked. Now, before they are actually sent off to do real battle with the Fornix, they have to pass a bunch of tests, a series of battles, and they're extremely hard, and the more they do them, the more difficult and challenging they become. So, the day arises where they have to go through their very last battle. And Commander Gaff and the other members of the IF hope that Ender really is going to be the chosen one who will lead the battle and defeat the Fornix. Now, for my passage, I chose a passage really towards the end of the book. Throughout all of his battle school trainings, he had a lot of teachers teach him. I mean, they did math, science, all of those crazy math, science courses that kids would have to study. So he's had many teachers. His final teacher was a man by the name of I can't say his name, Mazer Rackham. Mazer Rackham was the hero in the last invasion. Ender meets his final teacher in a very different way. Mazer showed up in his bunks, in his quarters, on the floor, sitting, waiting for Ender to wake up. And when Ender woke up, he thought the guy didn't know who he was, so they started like fighting, physically fighting, until finally they stopped. Ender gave up because he was getting his butt kicked. So this is the first meeting from his final teacher and Ender. And this is what Mazem says to Ender, after Ender stopped fighting, he refused to fight him anymore. You turned your back on me, stupid. You have learned nothing. You have never had a teacher. Ender was angry now, and he made no attempt to control it or seal it. I've had too many teachers. How was I supposed to know that you would turn out to be an enemy, Enderwiggin, whispered the old man. I am your enemy. The first one you've ever had who was smarter than you. There is no teacher but the enemy. No one but the enemy will tell you what the enemy is going to do. No one but the enemy will ever teach you how to destroy and conquer. Only the enemy shows you where you are weak. Only the enemy tells you where you are strong. And the rules of the game are what you can do to him and what you can stop him from doing to you. So, will Ender be the one that leads and saves Earth? So, I would give this book a 4 stars. The reason I would give these 4 stars is because I love reading about science fiction. I find the fantasy part is always great. Aliens are awesome. So if you like that kind of book, you like reading about space and aliens, and it's always the theme. Will Earth survive or not? It's always on the line, isn't it? Is Earth going to make it or not? Or it's been an apocalypse already, and is Earth going to continue to survive? So I do like that theme of stories. So that's why I recommend it. It's a 4-star. I've read 5 stars, but I just give this one a 4-star. It was good, but not over the top. Okay, and so my second reason I like it is the plot gets pretty twisted. Is Ender being manipulated? Sometimes the characters have no idea that they're being manipulated by some other force or some other organization for their own purposes. And I love that that's going on, but they have no idea. And my third reason is Ender's character. Ender is very smart, yet he is very, very compassionate. And this is his weakness, his compassion. The author shows us his inner struggles. He wants to do what's right. He wants to save the planet. He wants to be the battle commander. But he has to make some very difficult decisions along the way, and it tears him up to the point where he really thought about, should I be doing this? So I think Orson Scott Card does a great job of developing Ender's character. And you'll just have to read it to see what happens to Ender in the end. Thank you, and that concludes my book talk. Okay, you can shut that off. No, Melissa?
Can we watch it?